What if I told you that there's a Marvel retail store that actually exists, but it's exclusive and you can't actually visit it? Well, that's what I'm gonna talk about today. So a few weeks ago, I actually went to Japan and it was a blast. I saw so many really cool things, bought a ton of action figures, and on one of the days we were just exploring. We decided to go to a mall, and there's a lot of malls in Japan, so it's just kind of crazy that we stumbled upon this, because once we got in, I saw in big old letters, just like this sign, Marvel. Obviously, I had to go in, and it was crazy. So I just want to take you through some pictures that I took, and we'll look at the stuff that I bought in the store. But first up, this is the very first picture that I took, and I don't know why it got that weird blurry part right on the Marvel sign itself, but there it is. So you can actually see that it is inside a mall, because there are stores right next to it on each side. And then I took a better shot of the front, and you get a better idea of what's in there. Now, on the left, you can see that there are shirts. There was a ton of shirts in there, but I actually didn't take too many pictures of that. I don't know why. I think I was just really excited. But then I got closer, and just right off the bat, you can see that it's a ton of merch that at least I've never seen anywhere else. And it's really cool. And it's even not even just using like the characters of Spider-Man, Venom, and Deadpool, but they're using at least some of the art that I've not seen. Because you know how sometimes with products that they'll just use like the same art over and over again? This is all basically new to me. And just to the right of that, you can actually see a Rocket Raccoon. But first, I took this picture of Iron Man. So this is clearly a life-size model, which was really cool to see. I kind of wish it was one of the other suits, but it was so cool to see this one. This is the one from, I believe, the first Spider-Man movie, Homecoming. And then after that, we have the Rocket Raccoon that you saw in the previous picture. And that was really cool to see in real life, just to see like how short he is. I mean, obviously he's a raccoon, so he is very short, but still, it was cool to see that. Then I took some more pictures of some just more merch. So we've got, I really like those tote bags. Now that I see it, I kind of wish I would have gotten one. The one with all of the different Spider-Man covers, that's really cool. I like that a lot. The one with all the Marvel movie posters on there is really neat too. There's a whole section dedicated to Deadpool, and as you can see, they already even have Wolverine stuff on there as well. So they're obviously very up to date and really pushing all like the current stuff. Very, very cool. We got some fanny packs. I actually really like the Venom one. I was like this close to getting it, but obviously I didn't get it. And unfortunately, I didn't take a picture of the price, because I think that could have been kind of cool to see too. That's a really neat Captain America bag. I like that there. Oh, and these were really cool. So these are like metal statues, and you can see the price is 93,500 yen, and as of right now, that conversion would be around $600 or so, and I'm pretty sure that's $600 each, not as a set. But holy smokes, look how cool those are. I've not seen those anywhere else. And then here are some more statues, kind of similar to the other ones where they're kind of all made of metal. And those look great in that case. That would look great just as someone's just display in their home. I was so tempted to get this like Japanese style picture of the two MCU Thors. And then immediately after that, I saw these, and I thought these were just so cool too. Man, I'm telling you, I could have easily spent way too much money there, but I mostly spent money on the figures, and that'll come in a later video. But these I thought were just super, super cool too. We have this big old puzzle poster of a bunch of Marvel movies, and I believe these are all in chronological order too, so that's actually kind of cool. A shelf with more merch. I didn't get better shots of the shirts, unfortunately, but you can still see that all of this stuff is pretty unique. If you have seen this stuff elsewhere, let me know in the comments below. But as far as I can tell, this is all pretty unique stuff. There was a whole Loki display, a lot of items there, and then another spot with more Loki stuff. So obviously Loki was still relatively recent, so they had a lot of that kind of stuff out. Obviously, since this channel is all about action figures, here are some action figures. So I was really interested to see if I was going to find any legends in Japan, and I found more, not just here, but I don't think Hasbro has any actual official distribution in Japan. So I'm pretty confident that these stores have to import from somewhere else, most likely America, and then price it out. So right here if you zoom in, you can see that both of these are priced at 5,800 yen. And as of right now, the conversion would be about $37, which is pretty high. So that makes sense though, in the aspect of like the retail cost, shipping it over, and then their markup. But obviously, if you're a collector in Japan, then getting Legends is not going to be very cheap. But to be fair, I think that's probably not that dissimilar to being an American collector collecting SH figure arts. They have some of these other figures, which I thought were really cute. As you can see, I ended up getting Spider Cat, which I like a lot. I could have easily have purchased so many of the other ones. I love 2099. I love the Scarlet Spider, and those two were just right there, just kind of staring at me. But at the conversion, this cost of each of these figures is right around $16 as of right now's conversion rate. I was really tempted by the magnet key hanger. I thought that was really cool. And then they have some more, as you can see. So there's the Spider-Man one, and there's a Venom, and I thought those were really fun. They had a slew of actual comic books, all in Japanese, and I was pretty tempted by that too. I've got a bunch of comics already, and I kind of reasoned it out not to get it because, like, not like I could actually read it anyway, but it just would have been cool to have, but I left those alone. Here's a section of Spider-Verse stuff, and obviously Spider-Verse is still really popular. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man's popular everywhere, so it makes a lot of sense for them to have this. They had another, you can see more of the shirts in the background that I didn't get more pictures of. More stuff, like again, like the fact that there was just so much stuff that I don't think I've seen anywhere else, which is so cool. These are really neat. These are actually pretty popular in Japan. So you see that lanyard on there. So the little Spider-Man that you see, it's on like a plastic card. And then the idea would be that you put that in your phone case, and then the lanyard you can wear as a way to like wear your phone. And that's reasonably popular in Japan, and so it was neat to see that they had even a product like that for purchase. I really like this like 16-bit style Spider-Man tote bag. I almost got that one too. This is just like a folder, so that was cool to see, like one of the most popular Spider-Man covers being turned into just a little like paper folder thing. Here's one of the shirts that I actually did get a shot of, and I thought that was actually a pretty neat shirt. I really like the Venom pouch. I think this was some kind of like tablet holder or notebook holder or something like that. So this print was really cool, but pretty expensive. So if you zoom in, you can see it's 33,000 yen, which as of right now's conversion is like $200 to $215. So that's quite a bit, but man, that would be so cool to have. We have some pretty neat dishware. These plates are really cool. I actually almost got the one with the 3 Spider-Man on it, but at the end it's like, what am I gonna do with it? Because like, I don't want to eat off it because like it's so cool, but then that's just one more thing to display. So I was able to hold off on getting it. More of those figures, but this time other characters, not just Spider characters. Bunch of Iron Man ones. So they had this promo where I believe it's like if you spend about 5,000 yen, which is like 50-ish bucks, then you'll get a pin, which you can see in the picture. You'll get one of those. They have one per month, and then you also get a chance to win the frame itself. And so we were able to get the pin because we bought a bunch of stuff. And what was cool is that as we were checking out, they also explained that they're putting us into a drawing for a special prize as well. And this is the thing that like we got. They opened it up, and because we had this pink dot in there, we were able to win the like biggest prize, and the biggest prize was the frame itself, because otherwise you can't get the frame anywhere else, and the pins go in the frame, and there you go. So that's how that works, and it was kind of cool that we actually won it. So here's everything we got. I'll just show you the pin that we got first, and that's a Hulk pin. It's actually really cool. I like the fact that the card that's holding it looks like the old cards from like the 90s, like the back of it. So that's super cool, with the pin itself being the front of the card. I really love that idea. Here is the frame itself. As you can see, it's like an official Marvel product, or at least an officially licensed product. But as you can see, this is the frame in all of its glory. It is made of some kind of wood, and that's actually kind of nice, all things considered, right? As a prize, and the fact that it's still made out of wood. So that's cool. The only problem though is I don't know how I'm gonna get the rest of the pins because I don't live in Japan. I don't plan on going back like every month to try to get the rest of them. If I do go back, then I'm obviously gonna go back there and try to get some more. We did get at least one of the totes, so that's a cool one to get. We got a few more pins. My wife likes to collect pins, so this is what we got. Those are cool. She was choosing between two different of these keychains, but this is the one we ended up with. And I like that one a lot. It's got Spider Cat on there. And finally, I got these guys. So these are washi tape. And so washi tape is basically tape that has decoration on it. And as you can see on this one, you can see that this one has the Sinister Six on there. This one has panels from Spider-Man comics. This one is No Way Home, showing just all three spider heads. And finally, another No Way Home one with all of our Peters, our Peter 1, Peter 2, Peter 3. And washi tape is basically just like decorative tape, although it's still functional. It's really, I think, meant more to just kind of decorate and have fun. So that's gonna be cool to have when I, sell figures on eBay and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and use a bit of this on there because I don't know what else I'd use it on otherwise. I did do a bit of research, and the store is actually stores. There's at least 4 or 5 of them around Japan, and they're by a company called Small Planet. I don't know a whole lot about them other than the fact that they run these stores. So this isn't the only one, but what's cool is that the one that we did visit is actually the very first one that was open. And it was only open like in 2021, so it's actually still relatively new, and hopefully it sticks around for a long time. Let me know if you saw anything in the pictures that you would have purchased yourself. I'm also gonna be doing a video of some of the stuff that I picked up in Japan other than this, like some actual action figures. So make sure to subscribe to see those. And otherwise, if you like Spider-Man, and who doesn't, then check out this video.